All right, real quick, it's yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro. Before the video starts, it would mean the world to me if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram. That's how my business grows. At is Mr. Taliaferro on your screen right now. When you follow and subscribe to me, you become one of the pharaohs. That's how I talk business, and that's how you support a young hustler out here getting it. All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing? We're going to combine a couple stories here. I don't have enough information on both of these to have to do one video a piece, so we'll just combine them here. Let's go Drake real quick. So for those who don't know, Drake has been in Atlanta. I'm giving y'all some Insider Joe information here. Drake has been in Atlanta the last 3 days, and from what I've been told, he now has a new record with Lil Baby that is coming any day now. I'm not 100% sure it's going to be on Drake's new album Scorpion that is set to drop at the end of June, I believe. But it's a new record coming. It very well might be Lil Baby's record. It very well might be on a Lil Baby project. I don't know Lil Baby to have a project coming out right now. I could be wrong on that. I'm just going to telling you what I've been told, right? I've just been telling you some information I got. There is a Drake and Lil Baby record that's pretty much done. I'm not sure if Drake is cutting any other features while he's here. He could be very well working on a record with Quavo or Offset or somebody like that, or Gucci. Just because the artist isn't in Atlanta doesn't mean Drake isn't working with them, right? The artist could have sent their record in to the producer, and Drake's in Atlanta working with the producer, like a Mike Will made it, who he's worked with in the past on a lot of music, like a Zaytoven, or you know what I mean? It could be any of those scenarios where Drake is in Atlanta doing other stuff. But the one thing I can confirm is Drake is no idiot. Drake is at the best at doing this. He's done this notorious over his career. Whether it was being very early on the Migos, Versace Medusa had on me like I'm a Illuminati, or was it Fetty Wap's baby won't you come on? All I gotta do is put my mind in this. He does this. Him and his team are the best at knowing what's going to be the next wave, the next music wave. Look what he's already did in 2018, hopping on that record with Block Boy JB. I mean, he made it a hit. You know, he changed Block Boy JB's life forever. Also, a lot of people don't even talk about this verse. Drake hopped on a record with Trouble at the top of 2018. He did that. Mike Will made that play happen. Like, Drake wanted to hop on that record. He is the king. Him and his team are the kings at knowing which waves to hop on at the right times. He's been phenomenal at that. All right. This is no other example than just that. He sings Lil Baby getting hot. Lil Baby got that freestyle record going crazy. Baby had to join with Moneybagg all of a sudden. And also Baby had My Dog last year. So, I mean, the wave is there. Lil Baby, that freestyle record is lit right now. It's in the club. That shit going crazy right now, urbanly, right? So, Lil Baby, Drake, that is coming. I would assume it's on a Lil Baby record. But if Drake puts that on his album, that means he's speaking a lot about Lil Baby, the artist, because he usually doesn't do that, right? With an artist that young, he usually lets them have the record. But if he puts that on his album, he's speaking highly on Lil Baby, and it's telling me the direction of this album is going to be hip-hop centric. You just don't throw a Lil Baby on a project. Usually Drake leaves those feature slots on his albums to artists that are the caliber of the Migos and nothing lower, right? Then you have the Rihannas of the world and a couple acts from overseas on the projects to just kind of build that audience. He doesn't usually do rap up and coming star from the South. He doesn't usually do that. Also, Drake was spotted in Lenox Mall. I believe that was Tuesday. He spotted going around the mall. I think he went into Apple. Nigga, Drake in Lenox Mall in Apple. I heard somebody say, dang, I wonder what Drake got to buy in Apple. Nigga, he has a $16 million deal with Apple. Nothing. He's taken care of. I think he walks in, says he wants an iPhone, and walks out. All right. Second story here, Kevin Gates. So for all the Gates fans out there that follow Gates, and he's going to become a hot topic again in conversation, right? We're going to cover him more, even though I felt like I've done a good job of covering him, even though the music hasn't been there as he's been trying to get his freedom. Kevin Gates has been some sort of a mystery since he's come home from parole in January. Let's just call it what it is. All the Gates fans know what I'm talking about here. He ain't showing his face. I'm 100% sure he didn't want to show his face. If you go back to my platform in January, I did a video saying he's going to take this social media thing really slow. And I'm pretty sure at that time, I said that even not knowing that Gates has been pretty much homebound in Illinois. He can't even go home yet. He can't even go to his home. I'm not sure where they live at, Florida, Atlanta, I don't know. He can't even go to his wife and kids yet. So he's been pretty much homebound in Illinois, where I'm sure he's sick of being. So he ain't shown his face. He has not did the Instagram videos. He ain't did the welcome back video. He's just been chilling in Illinois. Can't move around. Parole officers just will not give him that freedom, that access yet, until they believe. It's just gonna take time. Honest to God, truth. I just think that the parole officers want to take that slow. Gates is now filing a restraining order against his parole officer to help allocate some more freedom. With that being said, Gates finally ended this physical mystery on this morning by finally posting a picture, his first picture posted of his face since being incarcerated a year and a half, 2 years ago. Gates finally posts a picture of himself. The brother looked like he didn't put on a little weight, maybe didn't put on a little muscle as well. Beard, you know what I mean? Beard gang in full effect. And Gates, it looks like he has, I told you guys this the other day, it looks like he's changed his perspective. I'm telling you this, BWA was on the side in January. They were going to just put out an EP or a project in totality and start doing some of these festivals. But when Gates got the word that he wasn't going to be able to do some of his festivals, he was on the Jambalaya Festival, he was on the Rolling Loud set. When Gates finally realized his parole officer was not going to give him that freedom, Gates was like, sheesh, like, yo, I'm not going to be able to put out the project that was only going to come when I was able to move around. So Gates, who was going to take the music slower, right? I really believe he was going to put out an EP, then just go do those festivals, right? Just to have some music in the atmosphere, because people are going to want to hear his old stuff anyway. I really believe Gates and them have looked in the mirror and said, yo, we got to make things work the best way possible right now. We might not get the freedom that we want right now. We're going to have to move around accordingly, right? We're going to have to find ways to shoot videos in Illinois. We're going to have to put music out anyway, because he's losing momentum right now by just sitting in Illinois. And I'm sure, knowing how Gates works and how busy he gets in the studio, he probably has records by now, like real legit records. He's one of the best in rap and making mainstream hits last time I checked. So Gates is going to they're going to finally flip the switch. I think BWA is finally ready. He's going to put out some music. He doesn't show his face for no reason. Trust me. He's not doing this just because he wants people to see his face post incarceration. He's doing this because it's a marketing tool. Music is coming. He's in front of a green screen. A video is coming sooner rather than later. So this is BWA kind of flipping the switch because they're fed up with how legally Gates has been treated and how he's not able to move around. But they got to capitalize on this momentum. So I gave you 2 stories right then and there. Y'all talk to me in the comment box below on both of these stories. It is about artists returning. On the front end, we got Drake, who is now returning to rap for his next project, which we believe will be a rap-centric album. And he is touching the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Drake does this better than anyone. Honest to God truth, Drake touched Memphis with the Block Boy JB joint, Look Alive. That's not even his record, but you know what it is. He's the feature and the hook, so it's a Drake feel record. He's going to touch Atlanta with this new record, no matter if it's his record or no matter if it's Lil Baby's record. He's going to touch Atlanta with that bad boy, and that's what Drake wants if he's going to make a rap-centric project. And also, we got Kevin Gates, who, though he's on parole and can't move around, he's been released from incarceration, and it is now go time. It's summer, ladies and gentlemen, and Gates ain't dropped a record yet. That's subject to change, because Gates knows better than anyone. It's time. You got to capitalize on momentum when you got it. When you got the juice, you got to go ahead, put music out in the streets, feed the streets. It's summertime, and I think BWA and Gates, they had a plan in place that was going to be centered around them performing and putting out an EP, putting out a couple records. But since Gates has been unable to get his freedom, they've had to alter their plans as a group. And that's where we're at now. It looks like, I'm telling you, I would guess in the next few weeks we get a new Gates record. That's my opinion. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.